Hello everyone, I am playing some Vintage Cube today to take a break from taking turns because I've had a few pretty bad leagues and I'm hoping to grind some play points, plus I love Vintage Cube. So we're here for our draft and pack 1, it's auto-selecting a Thoughtseize. That can't possibly be the right take, right? Tireless Tracker's good, Fetch Lands are good, Chart of Course is something. What is Mishra's research deck? I don't know oh, this card. Someone played this in a storm deck against me. Archon is good if I want to force Reanimator. I like Treasure Cruise. I'm probably just going to take a fetch land here, though. Interesting choosing between Windswept Heath and Verdant Catacombs. I'm not super familiar with this iteration of Cube, whether or not white or black is better to be in. Usually white is super open, and there's a reason to be in it. Could also take the Archon and try and force Reanimator. I don't think I want to do that. I like staying open, pick one. Wheel of Fortune is probably the most powerful card here. I don't hate Knight's Whisperer, don't hate Llanowar Elf. What is this? Tap X card, whatever taxes control. Put one of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Plot for 3. That actually seems like a decent cantrip. After our Verdant, something. I think I'm going to take the most powerful card, though. Seasoned Pyromancer is not the take. Crime, discard a card of each permanent you can draw. Delighted Halfling something. Arid Mace is something. I like Expressive, Mystical Tutor. I don't really like Teferi in this format. I do love Phyrexian Revoker because this format is a lot about signets a lot of the time. Maybe not so much these days. I mean, they're not signets anymore, they're talismans, but just like cutting off your opponent of mana is good. Turn 2 play, or I can hit like a Planeswalker or something. I'm just going to round out my mana base more. I'm looking like I'm going to play a very powerful 5-color mid-range deck. I do like a Jace the Mind Sculptor. That's not good. This card's quite good, I think. Green has been seemingly open. I'm going to go for this. Stomping Ground. Good fetchable land. I could take the Raucous Theater, but given that I've green-red so far and everything, I'm not going to do that. Tough choice here between a Mana Dork and a payoff. Nissa Who Shakes the Worlds is one of the better payoffs in mono green. There are lots of noble hierarch effects, although the density of dorks is usually more important than having the best payoff. I think I'm going to take the dork. Oh, no, I'm not. This is too good. It's definitely Sylvan Library here. Actually, isn't this card basically Tooth and Nail that I just learned? Sylvan Library's better. Hey, the Tireless Tracker wheel. I'd love to see that. especially with 3 fetch lands already. Um, I did say that this card seemed good. I'm not sure that it's better than Once Upon a Time. Is there an Infect sub-theme or something with Invigorate and Mutagenic Growth in the format? So Wheel of Fortune actually will probably make this deck, because like one of the best things you can do with Wheel is play out a bunch of dorks and then Wheel, or play out a bunch of fast mana. So like a lot of times you're like trying to get Moxen and stuff. Is this worth keeping over Yavimaya? I feel like it's not. Put it into your hand. It's not even a ramp spell. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take that. This card looks so mediocre that I'm almost inclined to take Darkslick Shores. Even though it seems... Oh, I'll take Legolas's. Ooh, love a Copperline Gorge there. I'm going to put this in the sideboard because I don't think we're going to use it. I wish my cards were loading normally. I'm looking at Strip Mine here. Because, oh, I have to choose between Ramanop and Strip Mine in the same pack. That's annoying. Ramanop might wheel, given that green has seemed really open. I'm really hoping it does. There's also, Life from the Loam and Ren and Six and Crucible. Last I knew, I think they've removed at least one of those. Karn Scion of Urza is an honorable mention here. Omnath, honorable mention here, given that I've got the fetch lands already. But it is going to be the Strip Mine. Few options here. It's trying to sell me the Chandra. I don't hate the Chandra. I don't hate Titania. With 3 fetch lands, Titania seems pretty good, especially since um, I've got the Strip Mine too, and I want to be doing Ramanop Crucible things. I would like the Chandra, I would like the Tropical Island, but I don't think that's where this deck is going. Happy to take a Lotus Cobra here. What is this garbage? Okay, I see what the pump spells are about now. I'm not happy they're in the cube, to be honest. It seems like very low power for Vintage Cube. Sacred Foundry is fetchable red off Flooded Strand, which could be something. I think I'm going to take Beseiju, though. We have a Stomping Ground, don't we? We have a Stomping Ground. That trop would have been nice to get, but we're not going to get that on. Swamp, Forest Island. A Forest Island would be good because Flooded Strand currently does not fetch green. This isn't grabbable off Arid Mesa though, which makes me inclined to take Wasteland for our game plan. I don't know what this is. Isn't this the... no. So that's just a 4-mana wheel. I have an actual wheel. Happy to take Elvish Mystic here. Plains, Island, Swamp, Plains, Island, Plains, Island. I don't need that. I'm not really interested in Avacyn's Pilgrim. More interested in anything else though. Rofalos, now that's a card. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. What did I take so quickly from this pack that I didn't notice Rofalos? Hey, the Ramanap Wield. Nurturing Peatland goes with that. I'm probably not playing any of these spells, so we'll take Giver. I guess I'm taking the red card, since I'm likely playing this Wheel of Fortune. Man, all this, I'm seeing new spoilers for Eldrazi stuff right now, and it's looking kind of busted. I'm very glad that I don't play Modern anymore. I don't think I'm playing any of these, but Selfless Spirit seems the most likely. Given that we have the Rothlos and the Nissa, we can pay like really high costs for like Ugin, uh, Karn, um, Ulamog, that type of stuff. Kozilek, Butcher of Truth. I don't normally like putting that stuff in mono green. One of my friends that I would cube with, like on the TV a lot, would get convince us to get those in every mono green deck that we play. And every time, what would happen is we would be stuck on 6 lands with one of those 8 to 10 drops in our hand, just like waiting to draw 4 more lands. But when you have the stuff that taps for like 4 or 5 mana, additional mana, like if we get a channel too, this would be a very good channel deck with that stuff. Forest, Plains, Island. I think that's the tri-land that we need to round out our mana base. It's fetchable from Flooded Strand and Arid Mesa, and it's both. Oh, it's just green. We don't need the blue or the white. Unless we took this Tameo. I like it above Decree, but we don't have any black mana, and it's pack 3. Augur is the next best spell. We could take the sneak attack. And hope to get one of those big creatures I was talking about. I'm going to go for that. This is Vintage Cube. Let's do Vintage Cube stuff. Green Sun Zenith is good here. I wish I was in black for this Mind Twist, but I'm not. I mean, I could take the Bayou, but then I can't take the thing. Escape the Wild is also very good, but there's not likely anyone else in Gruul, so we can probably wheel that. Breeding Pool would open us up to blue, but again, not important. It is our fetchable green off of Flooded Strand, but the way it's going, we might just not play the Flooded Strand, and that would be fine. And take Green Sun Zenith. Crucible of Worlds, improving our strip mine game plan. I'd love an exploration effect of some kind. There's not many of that in the cube. Like, there's Fast Bond, I know that. Dark Confidant would be good in this deck. But we're not black. So I'm probably taking our 4th dork here. Oh, Natural Order. Let's take that one. Well, I asked. Ask and ye shall receive. Given that we already have 2 Crucible effects, and we really need some fatties, I think I'm going to take this Woodfall Primus. How late we are into this cube. Courser's not that good. Generous Ent. Yikes. That card sucks. This is with 10 lands, this is 23 right now. We missed on this sneak attack. Am I going to play this Arid Mesa just to fetch our one thing? Probably. I guess I'm going to play this Thundermaw Hailkite because we don't really have anything better to do. What is this? One, two, three, four. We have 4 dorks. And I'll take 5th dork. I don't want to add white to the deck. Because we already have Rathalos and Lotus Cobra. Maybe this was a mistake. This Natural Order missed. Like, it's only getting Woodfall Primus. Where is our... I don't know. Did you guys see fatties? I didn't. Take a hedge maze. Means we can play this flooded strand. Ren and 6 on the wheel. Pretty good. Now I wish I had that 7 drop. Um, I don't think we actually want this. We do want the Savannah, so Arid Mesa can fetch it. Actually, with the Savannah, the Flooded Strand gets green and Hedge Maze. That actually worked out pretty well because we really need those fetch lands to do stuff with Ren and 6 Crucible and all that. So this deck should play 4 more lands. It should play 16 lands. They should all be forests. And that means that we have 2 cuts to make. And since this natural order only gets us Woodfall Primus, I don't think we need it. Although, you know what? Turning a Dork into like a Titania is fine. I actually like the Once Upon a Time. Legolas's Quick Reflexes might be a sideboard card. I think double red for the Thunder Maw is too hard. And we missed on this sneak attack. I don't know how that was still in the deck. Yeah, let's go. We have a free Once Upon a Time and turn 1 Elvish Mystic into a Wheel of Fortune at some point. Seems pretty good. Crucible on turn 2. Seems good to me. In some kind of mirror match, seemingly. Once Upon a Time. I should probably take Yavimaya in case we draw Raphalos, since I already have the Verdant. Does Arid Mesa fetch anything that Verdant doesn't? It doesn't fetch the blue land. Yeah, Yavimaya might be good for my opponent. I think I'm going to take the Copperline Gorge. So assuming no interaction, I'm going Fetch Land Crucible next turn. Should be a bad time to get a Fatal Push. And then on turn 4, I've got Eska's Chariots, turn 5, Nissa. get the Savannah here. Yeah. I want to like make him think about what he would wasteland if he has one. I mean, not that it really would matter since I have a Crucible. So I could escape to the wilds to dig for the strip mine here and pop off. I could even wheel for the same reason. Obviously, I can't do any of those next turn because I only have 4 mana. Well, I could do the wheel next turn. But the cards in my hand are really good, so I don't really want to wheel. Oh. Likely blowing up my Crucible here. Reanimator with Surveil Lands is a new archetype to... Oh, did he? Oh! He cast it as Flash. And he gets to blow up my land now? That is sick. Now do I want a Wheel of Fortune? My 5 cards to his 5 cards. He's got both 3 mana, but he has a Woodfall Primus in play. I don't think I do. I think that seems really risky. Like, he's already done his thing, so like now hopefully the rest of his hand is not super powerful. And it's vintage cube, so it probably is, but like we'll see. Okay. Also, Wheel of Fortuning the Reanimator player, probably not a good plan in general. Well, this is unfortunate because this is my 5th mana for next turn, but I really want to play this Chariot. I could Pilgrim plus Wheel. I'm not going to. I'm going to save the Wheel for, like, after I've cast this stuff, hopefully. Unclear whether I want to chump. I kind of feel like, or trade, I kind of feel like if I take this 7 and crew the Chariot next turn, I can start chumping with the tokens I make, and that's a better long-term plan. Oh yeah, if he attacks with the Mutt, I'll crew the Chariot and block with the 4/4. Okay. We can concede to that. Opponent's deck is better than mine. I don't have anything in my sideboard for it. The plan is strip mine, I think. Wasteland seems effective. He had a lot of dual lands last game. This has no acceleration and therefore is a mulligan. Be very good in a different matchup. This one I will keep. My plan is turn 1 halfling, turn 2. I kind of want a Sylvan Library turn 2. I'm putting back Augur or Green Sun. I like the Augur Sylvan Library plan. We're a bit far off from Nissa, and it's not really looking like it's doing much in this matchup. So I think I'm going to put that back. So my plan is to set up a land to play with Augur this turn, because Green Sun for 3 finds Tireless Tracker, but I don't really need to draw any more cards when I've got Sylvan Library going. Grief is a good draw here for him, especially if he has the Reanimate to strip me of both of my spells. Glad I played the Sylvan Library instead of the Augur at that point. Blood Tithe Harvester, okay. Yes, I will use Sylvan Library's ability. I will put this. I don't really want to pay for here for a land, but I also don't want to draw land next turn. I'm not going to wheel this turn. So I might as well keep my life total high. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to dig deep there, take the 4, and really try to find Strip Mine. I don't have the Crucible though. Not trading here. This combo is pretty good, so I'm not looking to mess it up. especially since he's looting. Flying, Vigilance, Trample. You got the Reanimate. I really don't want to cast this wheel for him. I should probably have taken it out. Each opponent sacrifices an enchantment. Very powerful. Yikes. As it stands, I'm winning the race, I guess. No, I'm not. I don't. Am I? 15. He's got 5 turns. He puts me to. I think I am. I mean, he's down to little action. He didn't have the reanimate for this thing. I'm not even mad about this. I can't believe he reanimated that thing over the triplicate Titan. Like, sure, he takes 9, but I mean, it's a 9/9. Yikes. I think I'm gonna play this Verdant and shuffle away this Beseiju on end step. Might be looking to double block here. Or should I just block the Blood Tithe Harvester? I guess he can only kill one of them. I don't really want to give away my card advantage engine, though. I'm so close to this being online. Go to 8 here. I think I'm going to risk it. Because, like, if I get my 3rd creature, this Augur's good for more stuff. I think I'm going to get the Hedge Maze so that if the top card is bad, I can surveil it. This is more looks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll still have 5 mana after I cast this. I'm going to draw it. That wasn't what I wanted to see on top. Titania is a good one. Strip mine, hell yeah. Does it go to the battlefield? Whoo! I really want that exploration though. So I'm probably not doing that this turn. Or am I? I kind of feel like I have to. Cause I make more 5/3s, right? I can't double block. I don't want to sacrifice Titania anyway. I think I want to play more creatures. That was really fucking unfortunate. If he didn't have that removal spell, I get to make another 5/3 here. And instead, I have to double block this Grief, and Rafflos isn't really doing anything then. So Mountain Forest. I guess I'm going to strip mine. Pray that I didn't just turn on Fatal Push for him. He would have Fatal Pushed me last turn. Hoping to draw a high impact card like Escape the Wilds, Nissa. Hoping he doesn't have Shock in hand. I do get to keep my Delighted Halfling, that's nice. I think I should get the damage in, given how low he is. Maybe I was supposed to take Rathalos just as a creature. Oh my gosh. I have Beseiju for the Triplicate Titan now, which is good. Or an Animate Dead. Three-turn clock. Opponent's got 5 cards in hand, don't know what they're doing. I'm not even mad about that. Two-turn clock. I wish I had Shock in my deck. Pay 2. Yes. Necromancy. Necromancy. Come on. Do it. Wait. When it dies... Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I have to kill the one with flying. I should be doing this on their turn because, well, I had to do that one because I gotta pick it up with a red N6. Yikes. Please graveyard it. Ugh, top. So then I'm gonna kill the one with trample. Go ahead and play this Yavimaya. And then hopefully here he makes the attack. I get to crack back with, I have to chump, and then I crack back with the other and ping him with a red N6, and he dies, is the plan. Oh! I was supposed to Yavimaya him again, because he topped his card. I was so worried about, like, giving him another land. Granted, he showed me 2 Surveil lands in his deck, so he probably could have gotten another one. He might have topped the removal spell thinking it was lethal. To make his attacks. Blow up this one. I didn't think about the fact that this had vigilance. So if I actually blew up this one, chump 2 of the trample one, then I could have gotten through. Now I have to Beseiju him again instead of getting lethal. But, I mean, he's got 5 cards in hand. Yeah, I wasn't getting through anyway. Bonkers. So maybe last turn, instead of picking up the Beseiju, I was just supposed to ping him and double chump. Hex Drinker, good card. Running 6 off the top, please. Nope. Alright. I have to play this one so that I can double spell next turn. I learned my lesson. I am not supposed to fetch duels if I don't have to. I messed this up. I could have double spelled anyway. I should play the halfling to threaten the block. Or the pilgrim to threaten a block. So I can play, like I don't know, I kinda wanna pay, only wanna pay 2 life for the Nissa, so it comes with more counters. Can't be countered. Get riggedy wrecked. Protections from instants, right? Wish it would show me the freaking card. Have to dump all of his mana into it to attack next turn. Pretty sure we've already won this game. If he dumps all 5 mana in it, makes it pro everything. Say he blocks the 7, which is the most, and I crew this to make a copy of the 7. He takes 6, 10, 11, 12, goes to 2. Very powerful. Now he levels up Hex Drinker. This should be enough to get him out of this. So he has like Flash. Oh my god, what a nightmare. He's getting my Nissa and my Chariot. Natural order for my Primus is good here. Gets me my token back. Unless do I just want Titania? It's 10 power versus 13 power? No. And I can get in for 6. If he double blocks, I'll kill the Hex Drinker. He's got up to 11 to hit me with next turn, and I can put the 7/7 in front of Primus. Awesome. Legolas's Crick Reflexes looking good here. It's really the only thing. Trimming the Lotus Cobra. Avacyn's Pilgrim. Good hand. Opponent's also got a good hand. Ooh, like that. How can I best use my mana this turn? I can play Strip Mine, tap for 3, 5, Nissa. I can Cobra, Strip Mine, 1 floating, tap for 3, 4. Play Ramanop or Crucible. Or 5. I cannot Strip Mine him. That seems wrong. Especially if he doesn't play a 3rd land here. Time Walk. Ooh. He doesn't have the land though. He's digging for a 3rd land. So this screams counterspell of some kind, in which case what I want to do is Lotus Cobra. Okay. And this should be game. Strip Mine Lock coming in clutch. So my opponent has other colored source removal spell. I guess I do still have to present a threat of some kind. Something to block this Hex Drinker. But that won't be hard. Okay, popping off 4 mana this turn after that nonsense. We'll Jace the Mind Sculptor action or something. Battlefield or attacks create a map token. What is a map token? I definitely have to strip mine him again this turn. I don't really want to pay 4 life to make a 4/4. Can't attack. I'm going to chump with Lotus Cobra here. So we have to put that in his hand, right? Getting cheeky with the Arbor Elf too. Just gonna block the most damage I can. So I think I might be wanting to give him a turn with an extra mana. I'm gonna play the Strip Mine regardless, that's for sure, because it's still a forest. 3. 5. I can pay 2. And I have 3 blockers. That actually seems fine. I'm not thrilled about it. Wait. No. I have 2 blockers. One of them's huge. One of them's a 3/3. I'm chumping with my Yavimaya here to strip mine them. I feel like I can give him a turn with mana. If I'm chumping anyway, no, because I would. -7, +1/+1. For each forest you control. We have 3 forests. We'll have 4 forests. So if I don't sack any creatures, I probably have lethal. I get trample. So 7, 14, plus this will make an animate my strip mine or my forest too. Gets haste, yeah. Opponent's in the tank. So it'd be 7, 14, 21, 27 plus whatever. Plenty of damage. Plenty of damage to win through a petty theft or whatever interaction he has. I mean, yes, he has some toughness on the board. If this is the best thing he can be doing, he's probably not got it. All right, forest. Okay, it's pretty good. does cut me down a forest and an attacker. So now I've got 16, 22, 28, and he has 8, 9 toughness. So he'll live at 1, but like that's acceptable. All right, here we are for match number 3 on the play with a hand with no acceleration. Not doing anything until turn 3 is not good enough. This is a hand I like to see. I am going to keep and bottom Nurturing Peatland. It's a tough call there, but I don't really need the extra draw when I've got Sylvan Library going, and the fetch land goes well with the library. Against mono red, the Sylvan Library is not really looking good. Possible that I'm just supposed to block with this elf this turn. So that does put me a turn back for Chariot. I think I want to get Hedge Maze and play Sylvan Library this turn. I already regret this. I should have just played the library and probably blocked. Because like the shuffle effect, because I'm probably not paying life for this library against this red deck. The shuffle effect is probably better than the surveil one this turn. Especially since this thing makes treasures. Like Strip Mine wasn't good there because this thing makes treasures, so like he's already got his mana. Except that this blue deck seems to be a blue deck now instead of a red aggro deck that I thought I was playing against. Okay, I am just going to decline the library trigger then. Which is unfortunate, but... so this is Chariot turn. And I'm going to trade with the Dwarf. Because my next turn is going to be Nissa, and I can crew the Chariot with that. Assuming he doesn't counterspell me of some kind. Got 6 mana. I'd hope he has something better to do with on his turn. He could cast like a Grave Titan here or something. Careful Study. Oh no. again, declining the library trigger because of these fairy masterminds. Really unfortunate. I wish I had bottomed this library at this point. It's possible that I was just supposed to play tracker that turn, but this turned out really well. Except for the fact that this thing dies to flyers. I didn't realize. But I think it's putting enough power on the field that it's fine. I didn't realize that was a thing that could happen. Oh well. So I can bash for 8. He flame slashes my tracker. I bash for 8 again. He has to start chumping. Conveniently has mana drain mana up. I'm gonna strip mine him before I do anything. Beseiju not great here, though I'm still going to decline the library trigger. If I bash for 4 this turn, then he hits my thing, and I bash for 12 next turn. Really sucks that I have to play around this fucking mana drain. I'll stop at my own beginning of combat. I forgot I have to tap that to bash with Chariot, so like, no matter what, I was only bashing for 4 this turn. If I didn't have to play around the mana drain, I could have played tracker first and tapped the tracker and the cat. I'm either going to Beseiju something or crack this clue this turn, since it's not my second card I draw. Yeah, that happens. This does expose my thing to lightning bolt, but I think that's fine. Maybe it wasn't. I'm on a 2-turn clock. I kind of need to kill, like, this turn. You gotta be kidding me, dude. So he has to chump. I don't think I want to give him the draw. I mean, he's gonna be cracking. I'm just giving him more cards for free. No, I don't want to do it. It's not a chump. He can crack a clue and block this for free. So I should just attack with these two. Copy the one that's not attacking because in case he has a removal spell. I guess knowing that he's likely to take this trade here is a trade that you probably should have blocked the chariot. No, because I have to crew it still. So that's better for him. So I'm dying to lightning bolt here. If he doesn't have the bolt, then we're not going to see him attack with both creatures because I kill him on the crackback. Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice another creature artifact. If you do, create a 4/1. It's tapped and attacking. So if he sacrifices the Mox Jet, that's just like lethal for me. Like I mean I can block the menace with these two. But I think I just want to cut that option away from him.
So if he attacks with both, let's say if he attacks with both, no matter whether he sacrifices one of them or not, it's not lethal. So then if I attack back with everything, he blocks a 4/4 and takes lethal. So he can't attack with both. If he attacks with Robber here is just a chumper, I think. Unless he can't make 2 skeletons. But if he turns Robber into a skeleton, then I have to chump. Well, I have to trade with Arbor Elf and Cat token. At which point I attack with 2 4/4s and win. Unless he has a bounce spell or something. But now if he attacks with the 2 flyers and nothing else, then he loses to like a creature of mine. Like any creature of mine that crews the chariot. So we should be sacrificing the robber here. If I don't block, I attack with everything. He takes 3, goes to 1. If I double block here, maybe I double block this and this, then I still need something to crew the creature. I need something to crew to even get him to chump. Whereas if I trade with these 2, he definitely has to chump with both. And a 4-power creature wins me the game. If I just don't block, any creature wins me the game. But I die to Lightning Bolt. He would have killed me with Lightning Bolt in the air if he had it. So I'm going to take this. Could be dying to Shock instead of Bolt. Do I want to give him more draws or open myself up to counterspell? I mean, I'm weak to counterspell anyway. I don't want to give him more draws. No. Maybe I should have gotten something with reach. Probably doesn't matter though. All right, saw the line. Um, Thundermaw Hellkite seems worth it. Does that mean I want any extra red sources? I don't think so. I have Birds of Paradise, and one of my red sources is fetchable. What am I cutting for that? Sylvan Library that didn't do anything all game? Probably Alvison's Pilgrim. Selfless Spirit worth playing? I don't know. It's hard to tell because he didn't really show me like a lot of his cards. He showed me a Reanimate. Of course, I have the Cobra. This is a good hand though. Or like, or like I have actually like this hand's amazing. This hand almost turn threes Thundermaw. Actually, it might turn three at Thundermaw if I do it right. So like say I go turn one Exploration, Peatland. Turn two, I meant that it almost turn two's Thundermaw. Turn two, I play Cobra, 2 fetch lands. I have 4 mana. It definitely turn three's Thundermaw. I might just be Wheel of Fortuning or something. Do I want to play my lands here? That's a really interesting question. I really wish I had a 4-drop right now. If I had a 1 ring to go up, follow this up with, oh my god. Um, wait, no. It makes 2 from these entering, 2 from the other ones entering. Yeah, this just works. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Red. Red. Stomping Ground. Yes. Red. 4. That'll be 5. I can get the Hedge Maze here. I have to screenshot this. When you attack, you may discard a card. If you do a thing. Don't care. Oh, I should probably stop the recording.